In a small town nestled amidst dense forests, an abandoned house stood atop a hill, its presence casting a haunting shadow over the locals. The locals called it the Whispering Shadows, because those brave enough to venture close claimed they heard eerie whispers emanating from its decrepit walls. The story begins with a group of adventurous teenagers named Alex, Sarah, and Jake. One fateful Halloween night, they decided to explore the abandoned house, lured by the thrill of unraveling its mysteries. Armed with flashlights, they made their way through the overgrown path that led to the eerie structure. As they stepped inside, the atmosphere changed instantaneously, as if the house itself was alive and watching their every move. The creaking floorboards beneath their feet and the moaning wind outside intensified their anxiety. Nevertheless, fueled by curiosity, they pressed on. The house was filled with remnants of the past, old furniture covered in dusty sheets, shattered mirrors reflecting their own apprehensive faces, and peculiar symbols scrawled on the walls. The chill in the air seemed to grow colder as they ventured deeper into the unknown. As they reached the upper floor, Sarah noticed a peculiar painting hanging on the wall. It depicted a hauntingly realistic portrait of a family, a father, a mother, and a little girl. Something about the painting unnerved them, and they couldn't tear their eyes away from it. As they stood there, mesmerized by the painting, a faint whisper echoed through the halls, sending shivers down their spines. Alex and Sarah exchanged nervous glances, while Jake tried to brush it off as just the wind playing tricks on their ears. Ignoring their instincts, they proceeded to the attic, where the presence of malevolence was unmistakable. In a corner, they found an old diary, its pages yellowed with age. Flipping through it, they discovered the horrifying truth behind the abandoned house. The diary belonged to the little girl in the painting, Emily. She had lived in the house with her parents, who were known for their fascination with the occult. As they delved deeper into their dark practices, they inadvertently unleashed something malevolent within the house. Emily had become the unwilling vessel for this malevolent entity. The diary entries spoke of disturbing events, possessions, and strange occurrences that plagued the family. It was apparent that the entity had consumed them all. As they read on, the whispers grew louder, and the darkness in the attic seemed to thicken. Panic consumed the group, and they knew they had to leave the house immediately. But the malevolent entity wasn't about to let them escape. As they rushed downstairs, the doors slammed shut, locking them inside. The whispers escalated into maddening chants, and a sinister force seemed to move through the house, manifesting itself as shadowy figures. Desperation took over as they frantically searched for a way out. The walls seemed to close in, and the air became suffocating. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, Sarah remembered a talisman she had bought earlier, a charm said to protect against malevolent spirits. She fumbled in her bag and found the talisman, clutching it tightly in her trembling hands. She recited a prayer, her voice shaky but determined. Miraculously, the whispers faded, and the shadowy figures dissipated into thin air. The doors swung open, granting them their escape. Gasping for breath, they stumbled out of the abandoned house, their hearts pounding in their chests. They knew they had narrowly escaped the clutches of something truly sinister. From that day on, the three friends vowed never to speak of the horrors they had encountered within the Whispering Shadows. The abandoned house remained standing, its secrets buried within its walls, waiting for the next curious souls to awaken the malevolent entity that lurked within.